Another big story we're following this afternoon, the passing of a priceless TV host. Fans mourning the death of the legendary host, Bob Barker.
Yeah, the Hollywood legend hosted The Price is Right for 35 years and was just a few months shy of his 100th birthday.
Bob Barker!
Oh! You like that, old man? You want a piece of me?
He, of course, starred in was featured in several movies like Happy Gilmore. Barker's publicist announced the 99-year-old's passing this morning. Barker died of natural causes at his home in the Hollywood Hills.
This afternoon, flowers were placed on Barker's Hollywood Walk of Fame. Star fans and comedians alike reacting to news of his passing.
But we begin this afternoon with a look back at Barker's impressive career. Our entertainment guru, George Pinocchio, shares his story.
Welcome to Truth or Consequences.
Beginning in 1956, for a span of almost 20 years, Bob Barker was the host of Truth or Consequences. The game show involved contestants failing to answer questions, and then, when they didn't know the truth, they'd have to face the consequences, generally taking part in embarrassing, funny stunts.
The first wife to pick up a pie and hit her husband with it will receive $100.
Truth or Consequences made this former Navy fighter pilot a TV star. The Price is Right would make him a daytime TV superstar.
Bob Barker!
My memories of The Price is Right are just as fond as it gets.
Barker hosted more than 6,700 episodes of the show from 1972 to 2007, helping give away tens of millions of dollars in cash and prizes.
Now, what's the first number in the price of this car?
Along the way, he did face some scandal. A Price is Right model alleged sexual harassment in a lawsuit against Barker following their romantic affair. She later dropped her suit. The second lawsuit over a model's firing ended with her receiving a settlement. Barker received 19 Daytime Emmys and a Lifetime Achievement Award for his roles as both the host and a producer on The Price is Right. When it was time to say goodbye after 35 years.
I have thoroughly enjoyed every moment of it, and the people on the show have just been so kind and thoughtful and helpful, and the audience was wonderful. It's really a memorable day for me.
For years, Barker ended each show this way.
Bob Barker reminding you help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered.
He was a longtime animal activist.
To really make this a better world for animals, we must make people aware. And that's what I try to do.
Barker donated many millions of dollars to causes involving animals. He cared about animal rescue and animal rights. He fought for elephants and against Japanese whalers. When Barker was moved by something involving his beloved animals, he often came to the rescue financially, as he told me in 2010.
I have thoroughly enjoyed earning what money I have, and I'm thoroughly enjoying giving it away.
Barker was not an actor, but he would occasionally appear in projects as himself, most famously perhaps opposite Adam Sandler in Happy Gilmore. Oh, that famous film fight.
Oh! You like that, old man? You want a piece of me? I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing. Oh!
Often, though, if he appeared as himself, his life's message was involved.
Help control the pet population.
Congratulations on 35 wonderful years hosting The Price is Right.
Well, thank you, Barney. Thank you.
Have your pets spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.
George, I've been blessed. I really have.
Goodbye, everybody.
George.
That was George Pinocchio. Adam Sandler is remembering Bob Barker today. Sandler famously punched Barker in the face and was punched by Barker in the face, as we just saw. In a post to X, Twitter, this morning, he mentions how Barker was such a sweet, funny guy to hang out with, saying he loved talking with him and laughing with him. He talks about how Barker will be missed by everyone and sends his love out to Barker's family. Sandler also thanks Bob Barker for everything he has given us. His tweet was followed by heartfelt photos of the two. And Drew Carey also posted to X today in loving memory of Bob Barker. He's the current host of The Price is Right. He says there hasn't been a day on set that he hasn't thought of Bob Barker and says he'll carry his memory in his heart forever. Kerry also tweeting a photo of the two with a broken heart emoji.